Good day and welcome to Daily Bust on PfTV, your quick and refreshing soft angle to news on society, lifestyle, culture, and stories that matter. I am Iwange Baja, and here are today's stories putting people first. Nigeria Democratic Congress secures INEC registration. Indian embassy urges citizens to exit Iran. Details. Nigeria Democratic Congress secures INEC registration, officially enters political arena. The Independent National Electoral Commission has presented a certificate of registration to the Nigeria Democratic Congress known as NDC. For its members, this moment carries the weight of nearly a decade. The presidency has defended President Bola Tinubu's executive order that stopped revenue deductions by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and other agencies. It said the Petroleum Industry Act violates and is not superior to the Nigerian constitution. Our correspondent Doreen Azege has been following up in our reports.
Recall that Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria had on Friday staged a protest at the NNPC Towers in Abuja, accusing the president of violating the PIA with his revenue retention order. Pengasan had, in its protest, accused the president of undermining the operational independence of NNPCL and threatened further actions if the government fails to reverse the order. The union argued that the directive would cripple the company's ability to fund operations and fulfill its statutory obligations, including contributions to the Frontier Exploration Fund, critical for hydrocarbon explorations in 2026. Responding, the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, said criticism of the directive by the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria showed a failure to understand constitutional supremacy over ordinary legislation. The presidential spokesman insisted the union made a knee-jerk reaction without studying the constitutional provisions underpinning the directive. Ononuga explained that the executive order derives its authority from Section 5 of the 1999 Constitution, which vests executive powers of the Federation in the President, including the maintenance of the Constitution and implementation of federal laws. Doreen Azege, PfTV News.
The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has described its win of 1 out of 6 area council chairmanship seats in the Federal Capital Territory as proof of its position as Nigeria's credible and viable alternative platform. Jennifer Faga reports.
In its first formal response after Saturday's election, the PDP National Caretaker Working Committee highlighted the victory of Mohammed Kashim in Gwagwalada Area Council alongside the success of several PDP councillors and the strong showing of the other parties' candidates as evidence of the party's continued political relevance. A statement by the party's National Publicity Secretary, Jungudu Haruna Mohammed, called for unity within the PDP and commended the Independent National Electoral Commission and the police for ensuring a smooth election process. It also urged both agencies to address critical gaps in future polls. Jennifer Faga, PfTV News.
We take a quick break to return shortly.
Chief host of the 80th birthday celebration of Simon Shango, MFR, Senator George Akume, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, and the Book Presentation Committee specially invite you to the celebration of Simon Shango at 80 Autobiography Presentation. Date, Saturday, 28th February 2026. Time, 10 a.m. Venue, Musa Yaradua Center, Abuja. Chairman, Dr. Umar Mutalab, CON. Chair Lady, Dr. Mrs. Farida Waziri, OFR. First book presenter, Okuda Alabo Dumo Lulu Briggs, paramount ruler of Young Breeze War Canoe House of Abonema. Book reviewer, Dr. Haruna Adamu. Distinguished guest of honor, Dr. Yayale Ahmed, CFR. Royal Father of the Day, His Royal Highness Honorable Chief David Afatio, to Jemba. Announcer, Book Presentation Committee.
Welcome back to Daily Bust on PfTV. More on our bulletin today. On our investment desk, Nigeria has recorded another victory in an international arbitration dispute with a foreign technology firm. European Dynamics UK Limited. With the win, the country was saved from paying more than $6.2 million, which the British company claimed it was owed. The sum is broken down as $2.4 million for alleged milestone completions, $3 million in general damages, and $800,000 in settlement claims. All the claims arising from an e-procurement project managed by the Bureau of Public Procurement were dismissed by the sole arbiter, Fumi Roberts. Nigeria's legal team was led by Johnson and Wilner LLP with Basil Udotai Esquire serving as lead counsel during the arbitration at the International Center for Arbitration and Mediation, Abuja. Attorney General of the Federation and Justice Minister Lateef Fagbemi SAN welcomed the ruling, describing it as final and not subject to appeal. And on the international scene, the Embassy of India, Tehran, on Monday advised Indian nationals in Iran to leave the country using all available means of transport, including commercial flights, citing the evolving situation of protest and demonstrations in the country. Reports said the mission urged Indians currently in Iran, including students, pilgrims, business persons, and tourists, to depart at the earliest. The advisory follows earlier guidance issued on January 5th and January 14th, reiterating calls for caution. The embassy said Indian citizens and persons of Indian origin should avoid areas witnessing protests or demonstrations and remain in contact with the mission for updates. It also advised nationals to closely monitor local media and developments. Indians in Iran have been asked to keep their travel and immigration documents, including passports and identification papers, readily available at all times. The latest advisory comes amid heightened security concerns, prompting India to reiterate its appeal for citizens to prioritize their safety. That is it for this edition of People First Television Daily Bust. I am Iwange Baja. Stay informed, stay inspired, and stay connected. This is PFTV. Have a good day.